Hey, what's up guys? Claak here, out with another video. 2 days in a row. I know, dude. I'm on fire, dude. 2 days. 2 days. 2 days in a row with the video coming out, boys. How you like that for content? Well, I had to get back into the YouTube algorithm because YouTube doesn't load me at the moment. Look at this shit. This is my last video I just pumped out. I thought the quality of the video was, it was pretty good, but the title should have been clickbaity enough. Yes, BFA, solo queue coming soon, that's clickbaity as fuck. But look at the first hour, 110 views. Second hour, 150. Third hour, 83. Like what is this slope, dude? YouTube literally straight up just cucked me on views. It literally cucked me. But it's okay. I had to get out of this YouTube algorithm and start posting more. And once I do, it will all be fixed. This happened to Stoops. He complains about it a lot. I complain about it a lot. Pisses me off. So I can't stop YouTube. If I stop, this shit happens. Alright, so I've been getting a lot of questions about Boomkin, and I've been playing Boomkin a lot recently. And if you've been watching my stream, you've been seeing me play Boomkin. www.twitch.tv/Claak. Throw me your Twitch button, please. Thank you. So yeah, again, I've been playing a lot of Boomkin, and I decided to show this last game that we had on our stream, and the MMR was fucking 2800. Hopefully we can get rank 1 this season. I doubt it, but if I can have find a team and actually try to push, I think we can get relatively close to rank 1. Alright, as you can see, I am running Rescue Shaman, Boomkin, Assassin, Rogue, and it's not the best comp, but it's not bad. You can actually push relatively high with it. And I would say this is more for a higher skill cap players, just because the setups that you have to do are the only way you're going to get a kill. You're not going to get a kill just by pure PvE damage, even though we both do a lot of PvE damage. You're simply just not going to get a kill at decently high rating without getting nice setups. So that means doing nice root beams and bashes if you run it, and cyclones control the enemy team really well because your rogue is really squishy. So you have to peel for your rogue, and you have to have offensive clones for when you go hammy. So as you can see here, we're facing Holy Paladin, Feral, and a Fire Mage, and now our kill target is going to be the Fire Mage. At the start, we couldn't decide what we wanted to go. We were like, did we go Feral? Did we go Fire Mage? We ended up going with Fire. So let's go ahead and start the first game. So your goal here is to actually control the enemy team as much as possible while pumping out as much damage and going for CC setups for when you go for a kill. So right here, I was around the pillar. The Holy Paladin was stunned, so I wanted to get some CC and get ready to pump some damage to that Fire Mage. You're going to see here the Feral and the Fire Mage actually control me really well. They actually put most of their CSs and kicks and stuns into me to control their, if they control me, they kind of control the game, right? I am the center of attention. I am going to be the healer of this game. If they allow me to control the game, they lose. If they control me, we struggle. You're going to see that happen a lot throughout this game. So since I'm in a bad spot, in a weird spot, I actually pop Barkskin. Really not worth it. I just go bear form because I realized, hey, I fucked up. I popped Barkskin. They didn't even do their go. Really bad. But I thought I was going to get cucked really hard because I was in a bad spot. The Feral had me open in a weird spot. So here they are. They're doing their go, and again they do try to cap on me because I wasted Barkskin. Horrible Barkskin. Horrible Barkskin. So I'm trying to play as defensive as possible. I do bash onto the Feral, try to get a clone, get kick out of the way for my healer so he can free cast. There's Stone Tome. It is our turn to go. I have Barkskin coming up in 30 seconds. So here's our go into the Fire Mage, a full Kinney. I am just spamming damage into him, and as you can see, I'm going to try to get some CC onto the Holy Paladin. Now for our root beam, since I'm running bash, I don't have instant runes, I don't have mass entanglement. My Rescue Shaman is running his little root totem, so what's going to happen is he's going to pop it. I want to pop my beam, and that's how we're going to do our root beam go. So you're going to see me struggle to get CC with him. I don't know if this Holy Paladin actually runs away from me. He was trying to get some range from me and the Shaman, but I don't think that was a very good idea of him to come out in the open. So my Shaman roots him, I beam him. We go big dick into this the Fire Mage. We get Trinket and Sack from the Holy Paladin, so we're looking really good. We got a lot of cooldowns out of him. So we're just pumping damage. We decide to go him. This is their go. The moment I see CC onto my Shaman, I know it's going to be their go. They're going to either restun and try to get a poly. They're gonna do a bunch of stuff. So this is my objective, to try to control them. And look at that, they actually popped Incarn as well, as you can see. So I'm going to try to control him. I'm going to try to get CS out of the way. And the Pharaoh, I'm going to be close enough to the Pharaoh because he's going to get a kick on me. So you have to watch out for that as well. You're going to see me try to juke it. Don't juke it. This is very scary. Super scary. We actually could have lost right then and there. Our rogue didn't trinket that go. He was holding on to it. I think he should have trinketed it, but it's not the end of the world. I made a bark skin mistake. He made a trinket mistake, but, you know, it ended up working out for this. So I get a Cyclone on the Mage, and I get a Cyclone on the Pharaoh. We're trying to counter pressure now. I want to be able to get a Cyclone onto this healer, get a Reclone onto the Pharaoh, and my rogue actually communicates to me that he's going to blind the Paladin, so I don't go for that Cyclone. And, you know, we're just pumping out damage. We got a lot of pressure. I have bash up. It would actually be really ideal for me to get a bash on the Holy Paladin right now to get a clone, but they do have both kicks up, so it'd be very hard to get that off. But it's still really good to try to use the bash onto the healer and try to control the game a little bit and, you know, force cooldowns. So I get CS here. Again, it's their turn to go. You're going to notice that's how this game is going to be. It's going to be back and forth of us trying to get a kill. Who can score the kill first wins, obviously. So here's Fire Mage's damage. There's evasion by my rogue. This is a really scary moment. CS is already out of the way. The Pharaoh misses kick. I get a clone onto the Fire Mage. He trinkets it into a full kidney. That Fire Mage actually made a mistake. He trinketed my clone. Into a full kidney, and I cloned the Pharaoh. The Pharaoh should probably trinket here to help try to peel because this is going to be our turn to go. I got beam up. We can go for a root beam setup on the healer. So things are looking really good for us. So we're spamming damage. There's a root beam, but they ended up getting sack off. If they didn't get that, we would have been way ahead on cooldowns. Their Paladin's trying to come out for a Hodge onto our healer. We see that. He has sack up. We're trying to punish him for being out of place. And like, I'm just trying to solo at the moment. Again, we're kind of scared right here. Anytime it's their go, we're kind of scared. I'm CS, not a whole lot that I could do. Either I can go for off heals or clones. As you can see, the Pharaoh just came off of clone DR. So I could clone the Pharaoh, which I do, and we end up going hammy onto the Fire Mage, smoke bomb onto him. I should be getting clone on the Paladin. We double stack into a blind. I wanted to trinket that earlier. Get a clone onto the Paladin. And I DR. Here's another mistake I did right here. I just DR bash the Mage. Really, really, really bad. I should have did the Paladin. It would have been full. It would have been really nice. So this is our goal. Eventually they're gonna, you know, be able to catch up and do their little go again. So again, here's their go. It's going back and forth. There's a stun to our healer to a poly, and it's literally going to be this throughout the whole game against the FMP. This is how most games go, actually. Most of the time, the enemy team loses momentum. It's just this comp that has, you know, what am I trying to say? So a lot of times it's not so back and forth like this. When you face another setup comp, it will be back and forth like this. But if you're facing a comp like Turbo and you get them on their back heels, they're not able to normally pick themselves up like this team is. And again, it's just the comp we face. Again, I thought we were going to lose right here. I can't believe he won right here. I thought we were going to lose. He has ended up getting a link off. Holy shoot, dude. My butthole was cringing so hard right there. I have beam. I try to do a beam onto the Paladin. The Paladin actually freedoms himself. We got outplayed right there. So we're making some mistakes. Like, they're doing a really good job at stopping our root beams, which is probably our biggest go because it's almost unstoppable. The only way we can, you know, only way that they can stop it is just by preemptively freeing themselves like he did. So he's doing a really good job. So it's a lot of mind game, actually. So this game is going to be a little bit long. You're going to see me trying to clone the DPS as much as possible when it's not our go, and when it's our go, I'm going to CC healer. So you're going to notice that a lot. Like, everyone on their team is going to be Cyclone DR most of the time. At least one person is going to be Cyclone DR. At least once. That should be your goal as a Balance Druid. So I end up getting a sleep onto the Druid. He gets knocked out because I had a dot on him. It would have been really nice if he had to sit that, but that dot cooked me, my own dot. I get a full Cyclone onto their healer. We're not able to make a connection to the Fire Mage. Fire Mage uses this human trinket to get out of the kidney. We get another stun. I end up going for a clone. I get LOS just barely, and we're pumping some major damage. I pop my Incarn. I get mad. I get kicked right there. That's why you see me. You're gonna see me sometimes just literally just spin my camera like a billion times because I get upset that I can't juke them. It's really hard. They're doing a really good job at kicking me. Every time I go for a kick, or every time I go for a juke, they kick me, and it's really annoying. So, and you'll also notice both my teammates are both Australian. Barthos and Frostmourne, both Australian. So their MS is very, very high compared to mine. I actually feel really bad for them. EUPU, by the way. I don't like playing with Australians because they lag. But these are probably very few people that I will play with from Australian that can make it work through the lag. So, again, here is their go. There's an Incarn. There's Fire Mage damage. This is actually a very scary moment. Very, very scary moment. So my main goal is just to try to peel on coming the bash onto the Feral. I try to go for a Cyclone. He has CS up. I finally fucking juke that CS and get a full Cyclone onto this Mage. Right now, we're not going to really try to go because it is Feral's Incarn. So we just want to try to survive it and just outlast it. I'm not letting that Feral go in Vizzy. I get a full Cyclone to him. So it is pretty much our turn to go, actually. The Holy Paladin's going to come for a Hodge, and this is going to be their go again. If we can somehow stop their go and make it so we can go, that'd be really ideal here. Holy Paladin has Trinket, so nothing is going to die right here, actually. There's Sack. He did a really good Sack. There's Dragon's Breath. You're going to see a lot of times they're going to use Dragon's Breath on me because they're just trying to control me. If they control me, they kind of control the game again. So we're just PvEing, just trying to let things happen. We're still going into it. My boy gets polyed. I try to go for a Cyclone. I get kicked. If we can just somehow get control, we'll be able to survive. And again, like, I feel like at this point I'm just kind of reiterating myself. Maybe I will go ahead and just show the gameplay and not talk anymore. You guys like that? I'm gonna do that. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed that video. If so, make sure to leave a like and sub. And as always, get out there and pwn some nubs. Take it easy, boys.